I'm at the courthouse. In the courtroom, or not the courtroom, but like some room in the jail, right? At a round table. She there in her scrubs, or not her scrubs, but her county clothes, you dig? Is me and probably like 4 other people. So it's like 5 or 6 people at the table. And everybody looking at me like I'm a demon. Right? And she looking at me like she's a demon. And they asked me multiple questions. You did. So I got a restraining order court date coming up in regards to me doing all of these heinous activities to her. Sex trafficking, pimping, shooting her up with heroin, being a sex trafficker. Okay, so I go to court with my sister. And she basically gave testament to my character. He would never do that. And you know, they always got along and everything. And okay, so I got a 4-year restraining order on me. No contact, etc. I was working. I was doing medical transportation. I had a client in the vehicle. She was at the bus stop on the corner where the client is dropped off at. We was less than 5 feet away from each other when I rolled past her. She was looking at me like the demon again. Okay, I didn't say nothing to her. Right? Because I already knew I had the restraining order. So I get out the car to drop my client off. When I got out the car, 2 unmarked municipal police vehicles just pulled up out of nowhere. And they were sitting in the middle of the street. Like, okay, did he talk to her? Do we have clearance? Can we nail him? I didn't say nothing to her, so guess what? They couldn't do nothing to me. They couldn't touch me. I was like, these niggas is trying to set me up. And it made me mad. I was mad. Because first of all, you messing with me for no reason. You are literally trying to get me in trouble and I have done nothing. When I come back outside, she ain't nowhere to be found. She gone. She not at the bus stop no more. She's gone. Completely just disappeared. Poof. This is less than 2 minutes. She's gone. I'm headed to my next stop and I'm seeing police cars just sitting in parking lots. Unmarked cars and marked cars. Just sitting there doing nothing, looking stupid. So guess what I did? I was pissed. I started throwing them the bird. Flipping the bird at all of them. I was pissed. Do you hear me? And so they was acting like they didn't see. They didn't even look at me. They was just looking at like they were staring into space. Get back home. I tell my family what happened. You know, and just went on Facebook, telling Facebook what happened. 2 weeks later, that's when the stalking started. And the way it started was, at first, it was just cars with dark tint sitting outside of my apartment, super dark tint. You dig? And then, you know, they'd just be sitting at the stops that I was working. You know what I'm saying? Weird stuff like that. And then when I go to the gas station, it'll be a bunch of dudes with like the neon color vest on and the hats on. And whenever I would go to a bathroom, I would notice that one of those neon dudes would go up in there in the bathroom and see if I had dropped anything or hid something for somebody to pick up or something like that. That went on for about 2 or 3 months. My boss started acting funny. He would call me out of nowhere and tell me to go somewhere that I never had, normally would go. So they got him to work with them. They got my boss, he was an African dude. They got him to work I snapped on my boss because I knew he was in on it. This is the beginning. When you first go through stalking, you don't know what's going on. You don't know exactly how this is panning out, right? At first, initially, I thought it was the police from the DOJ trying to set me up. Because that's how they came at first. See, the goal was to just obliterate me. It didn't matter how. If they had to obliterate me through legal means, fine. Just put them in the penitentiary. But that didn't work. They didn't have nothing on me. Right? So, about 2 months in, maybe 3 months in, the stalking that way, with taking the legal route, was out the window. Like, okay, we can't do this. This ain't gonna lead nowhere. He's not, doing illegal things, illegal activities. So they left that alone. Okay? So then, after that, after the DOJ couldn't do it, that's when they got the people in my apartment building to participate. Right? People, it was a noise campaign. Primarily, they still doing, that's all they do now is the noise campaign. They can't do nothing else. And the color desensitization. Part 3 is going to shed some light. This might even have a part 4 the way this is going. You dig? Stick around.